The Hobbit is The Hobbit. I actually saw this on Reddit. There's one guy, I think it's one guy, who's really pushing The Hobbit to its limits. I don't know why. But there's one guy on Reddit who's constantly posting Hobbit speedrun tech. This looks pretty cool. Oh! I might do this one. This is kind of nice. Is this part of the run or what was that? What is going on? What the fuck is this? Why even make this comment? Oh, you can't even see it because of my webcam. Speedrunning is the exact opposite of my gaming style. Or is it? I play taking as much time as I want, and also don't care about achieving things. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a Hobbit speedrunning video. What are you doing here?
So you're interested in speedrunning
30 minutes?
PC, but you don't know where to get started. Well, that's exactly what this video is for. It is abandoned and fairly safe to download without legal repercussions.
Imagine I go to jail for downloading The Hobbit.
Still at your own risk.
Throw me in the fucking slammer.
And you'll see this folder, The Hobbit, Windows, ISO.
Surely there's a better way. Tell me it's on Steam. Maybe this is an out-of-date tutorial. Come on, baby. Fuck. Alright, I might just have to download it from archive.org, man. I've got the itch. I've gotta see what makes this so incredible. I've got to. Go to the leaderboard. Let me see the difference here. What did I just search? What? I accidentally somehow searched just the letter L. That makes sense then, Colt. And it's good to see you, man. Let me see this one more time. Let me see if it's even worth it. Would this even be fun? I mean, this does look kind of fucking lit, though.
Now, this is a good time for me to mention that I
Brian
have previously
Babbitt.
installed some of these things. I did uninstall them for the sake of this.
It's
tutorial,
not worth jail time.
But some of
If they throw the book at me for trying to speedrun The Hobbit 2003, I'm rolling over on this guy. This guy is the one that's going to be on the chopping block because he is distributing it. I'm just a simple passerby. So I'll give this guy up for my safety. Call Muda? Yeah, do you think Muda would download this on one of his 50 virtual machines and just let me, like, I don't know, team viewer it, play on his machine? Because I just don't feel like going through all this effort. I'd rather just ask Muda to do it. We'll just do one of the longer ones, and I'll just get the fucking disc or emulate it. Something I feel a bit safer with. I'm gonna keep this one on ice though, because I still want to do it, because there's gotta be something about this fucking game, man. It has its own dedicated speedrunning website, so we will absolutely be playing it. Did you watch the history of the Hobbit speedrun video? You tell me someone already made a history of this? The most underrated... No, I never saw this. And it's from the same guy who owns the website for thehobbitspeedrun.com. This guy is on it. This guy is fucking on it. This is over 2.5 hours of the Hobbit speedrunning lore. Holy shit. Bro, this guy loves the Hobbit. I've got a good idea. You know what I want? More Hobbit. Let's see the history of this. I just keep fucking thinking about this game now.
The Lord of the Rings franchise is beloved by many and has seen many different licensed video games over the years. But to a lot of people's surprise, the game is actually a 3D platformer, with tricky jumps, puzzles, collectibles, and combat. Some would remember The Hobbit fondly as a game of their childhood.
I never played it. I missed out.
Would quickly forget about it.
Yeah, no, I never even saw it.
You'll be surprised to see how far this small community has pushed this relatively overlooked game.
Can you put it on Steam? Can you just buy the rights to it and put it on Steam?
In The Hobbit, you play through 12 different levels.
Oh, the rights belong to Activision Blizzard now.
In these levels, you complete various quests and challenges.
They're nice. They'll probably get it. They'll probably give it up.
From there, he looped back to an area behind the start of the level, where he found an alternate end trigger, completing the level without doing the stealth section. A large discovery,
a pioneer.
and it set the tone for many discoveries to come. Someone named Kazooie started uploading
oh
routes for various
shit
levels in the game, starting with a route for the second level,
let's go,
named An Unexpected Party. The slope boost was a huge discovery. By jumping and performing a well-timed jump attack just before touching slopes with a certain steepness, Bilbo would boost upward against the slope.
oh there's even like a
This can send
slime
large
area.
distances depending on the size and
This
steepness
game
of
looks
the slope, and
good.
it opened many opportunities. Kazooie also discovered a slope boost in Trollhole. Normally you beat Trollhole
Take
by
notes.
climbing
Yeah, I
a
am.
large
I'm
mountain,
making note.
but then over the next year, someone named Rockmox
Oh,
steadily started
Rockmox is the
uploading
bad
speedrun
boy of
strats and
Hobbits.
routes for the game.
Or
Starting
Hobbit
with a skip
speedrunning,
for a
rather.
gear collection
Or Hobbits,
section
I don't know.
Over Aceprune was ready to do what nobody had attempted before him. Aceprune was prepared for every single one
Don't
of
do
the
it,
12
Ace.
levels in the game.
Oh god,
On
no!
July 11th, 2013,
No man's ever
Aceprune
survived!
completed the first ever full game speedrun of The Hobbit on Nintendo GameCube.
Oh my god! No, Ace!
Aceprune was moving around by using long jumps down slopes and by using a slash, then a jump everywhere else, which was fittingly named a slash jump. Slash jumping
That's a
was
pretty good
faster
name,
than
to
walking,
be fair. That's
but not
pretty
faster than long
apt.
jumping. But that was made up for by an excellent Trollhole slope boost that he hit first try, which was generally considered even harder than roast mutton. Unfortunately, Aceprune died in Overhill
Oh,
Thunderbolt by
no.
falling down during the Stone Giants section,
Ace!
but he performed the rest of the level quite well. Aceprune had now completed half of the game's 12 levels in under 20
I thought he meant
minutes,
the dude
but the
himself
hard parts were
died.
yet to come. Aceprune
Imagine.
performed the level Flies and Spiders very well. Only
Just a
having
real
some
life
trouble with a
casualty.
tricky slope boost right at the end, where Aceprune died in the section where you avoid Smaug the Dragon's fire breath. Then
Man, he
before
died a
even
lot.
getting back to the Smaug section,
This is some
he died
trash.
again by falling during some chandelier parkour.
Bro, just fucking reset the whole game.
Finally,
It's garbage.
Aceproon's third attempt around the
Hurt
level,
my eyes.
he complete. Aceprune was the one to kick off the Hobbit speedruns.
Oh, you know, I'm just gonna.
Aceproon's efforts.
I'm gonna take a guess. This is gonna sound like insanity here, but since Karma's kind of spearheaded everything from the Hobbit speedruns, I bet Karma is Aceprune. I fucking bet Karma is Aceprune, and he'll hit us with one of those like crazy, like really profound moments, and he's like, Aceprune was never seen again until now. And then he drops the fucking, like, the truth on us or something. Because, like I said, Karma, I didn't remember his name, but there has been a guy on Reddit for fucking years that has been pumping the Hobbit speedrun routes everywhere. And this guy has his own website for it and everything. It's got to... If Aceprune is the one that's been persevering for, like, what, 8 years now? It's definitely this guy. Because otherwise he would have absolutely mentioned himself in this conversation by now. And he's DB Cooper. Yeah, and he might be DB Cooper, true.
Aceprune fell right past a save point, and by saving the moment before he hit the ground, he was able to respawn back down there. Aceprune figured out that Bilbo's safe position would be reset to the start of the level after death, so after jumping down to the save and respawning, he could continue jumping, so he never touched the ground for 2 consecutive seconds. Then, he grabbed a
Jesus,
black arrow
that's
and
genius!
into a wall to get Bilbo's
Genius!
His safe spot was never updated because of the jumping, so he warped right back to the beginning of the level. It was extremely creative and fast.
That is creative.
Potentially saving upwards of 7 whole minutes. While all these
Absolutely
skips
thought
were
he was going to
being
say
found,
seconds.
he was an established
Like you said,
speedrunner of
Onisama.
various games and had a small but dedicated following at the time. His name was Simple Flips. And not
Oh!
long after doing his
What?
first run, unfortunately though, Simple Flips made a mistake in the minecart
Oh,
section
no.
after, which put him even
Amateur.
with Aceprune again. Simple Flips fell down in the large tree climbing section, which cost him over a minute. He would more than
Oh!
make up for it by having a great spider boss fight and skipping out on some saves. Aceprune had 2 major deaths in Inside Information, but Simple Flips performed this level almost flawlessly, pulling ahead another 4 minutes over Aceprune.
Damn, he's slapping
The
him.
Gathering of the Clouds was where Simple Flips could really extend his lead. Simple Flips' endgame so far was amazing. But Simple Flips had made a crucial mistake.
Oh
He
no.
hadn't prepared enough for the final level. The clouds burst.
The fuck was that? Oh no! He hit me!
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Later on, Simple Flips realized he forgot how to do the complex route for this level.
Am I even going the right way? What the fuck? Where am I?
Oh no.
I've never seen that area before, but that's not the right way. Dude, where am I supposed to go?
He found himself lost. He slowed down to being 18 minutes and 30 seconds ahead on the final split.
That's still
Simple
pretty
Flips set a
good.
new record with a time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 25 seconds. Unfortunately, despite the growing community, Aceprune no longer seemed interested in running and competing.
No!
His legend was far from over.
No!
Aceprune stuck around, and he would go on to find many huge skips in The Hobbit. Starting
Fuck!
off,
So what does Aceprune do now?
Aceprune used his block puzzle
Like a
skip
CIA
to get to the
detective,
top
maybe?
floor, and this person also liked speedrunning various different games, and frequently raced Simple Flips through some of them. So when he saw Simple Flips run the game, and he saw the advanced
Thanks,
tricks,
Armando.
glitches, and movement, it was no surprise that he decided to pick up the game too. His name was
T-Pain.
Irule.
Oh.
Just one day after Irule's record, Simple Flips got a run with a time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and
Fuck that
48
guy, I guess,
seconds.
right?
Unfortunately,
Simple Flips slapping
the video
him.
of this, to everyone's surprise, the run actually had the potential to break the 1 hour mark, which would be a historic moment in the Hobbit speedrunning history. And it ultimately came down to one last slope boost right before the end of the game.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible if I do this. No, I didn't do it. It's done.
Oh, you blew it! You fucking coward!
Unfortunately, killing the chances
Bilbo's
of getting a
dead
7 hour
now.
run. Irule was on a run ahead of his emulator record into the clouds burst, and after some unfortunate events, Irule was once again faced with the final slope boost with sub 1 hour on the line for the second time. Unfortunately,
Oh
he
my
missed the
god,
game.
what are you
Irule's final
doing?
time
Get the
was
fuck
1 hour
out of
and 8
here.
Seconds, 4 seconds slower than his emulator world record. But if this run had been played on an emulator, it would have been sub 1 hour with ease. As such, the community had considered this 1 hour and 8 second time to be the new official world record. He knew he could do much better. So over the next 2 weeks,
So he
kept
dropped out of
practicing and doing
college.
runs in order to break the 1 hour barrier.
Until he finally did it. And he still hasn't to this day.
The run was good so far, but it was when going into Barrels Out of Bond that Irule would really start to live up to his name.
Did you set any records? Not for this game. I was the world record holder on like 8 different games that nobody played. And House of Caravan.
And Irule did struggle with the block puzzle statue skip. However, this was to be expected given the difficulty of the trick, and he only ended up losing about 12 seconds over his record. That put Irule into the clouds burst. The final level and the one
I swear to God,
keeping
Irule.
him from breaking the 1 hour mark 2
He
times
do it again.
before.
He failed it again, didn't
Oh
he?
my god, are you serious? That is so enraging. Are you serious?
Yep. And there it is. And there it is. I'm mad too now. How did you fuck this up?
I'm joking! I mean, this is unfortunate.
Oh my
I thought I
god.
was gonna die.
Oh my fucking god, Irule. That was honestly one of the grossest things I've ever seen. I'd rather watch one man, one jar.
But to those who witnessed the run, it was clear that Irule
They
was
probably
far
still
from
haven't
done,
forgotten it.
and that he could still do better.
Probably still mad about it.
But Irule wasn't alone, because Aceprune was far from done too.
Aceprune!
While Aceprune wasn't doing runs of the game anymore,
He's back!
he wasn't sitting still. On December 11th, 2013, a new skip appeared in everyone's subscription feeds. It was Aceprune, and he had broken the unbreakable level, Barrels Out of Bond.
No!
Aceprune found out that you could clip warp
That
off
was
of the
programmed
lines in
by
the
Steve
basement
Jobs
area by
himself?
climbing. But when practicing, Irule noticed something. He long jumped around in Trollhole and noticed more of the level was being rendered in at the exact moment he did his long jump and got the long jump glitch. The cause was lag. That was the theory Irule came to. So Irule had an idea. He
Interesting.
would try turning his camera in different ways on long jumps, with the goal of keeping as little of the level in view as possible, and it would lag less.
Oh, the
It turned out to be
007
effective.
GoldenEye strat.
And the more he tried to optimize his time, the harder the boss fight became. so Hyrule planned to take a step back from The Hobbit.
Hyrule, don't! We need
But
you!
one day, the community spotted something game-changing in their subscription feeds. It was a Flies and Spiders boss skip. Of course, uploaded by Aceprune.
Aceprune!
This was one of, if not the most remarkable discovery in the Hobbit speedrunning history. Aceprune had gone out of bounds right before entering the big tree with the spider boss. He then climbed all the way behind the big tree's entrance and jumped down. A cutscene played, Bilbo fell, and the end of level shop screen just showed up. It was another alternate end trigger, one that didn't require the spider boss to be beaten. Just like Roast Mom and Troll had them, it turned out that Flies and Spiders had one too, but it was in a ridiculous out-of-bounds location.
Yeah, how would he find that?
Nobody had even thought of checking. Nobody other than Aceprune.
Yeah, it's super obscure. That's a really weird spot to look.
Spiders...
Aceprune is actually Tolkien. Ooh,
and that's
interesting.
A new gold split. Nice.
He could be. I've never seen Tolkien's corpse, so for all I know, he could still be alive. This is a cool montage. This is nice.
So much for my near perfect splits.
They get me hyped.
Yeah, dude.
The Shire boner jams.
Fuck. Dang, that's bad. I'm mad.
They kind of fell apart. Bit of a choke. Happens.
Oh, that's pretty fast. Oh, gold, really?
This is a whole last documentary.
Okay, I still made it.
Yeah, man, we're only 40 minutes in. It's 2 hours and 41 minutes. This is more than a documentary. This is quite literally a, like, turbo feature-length film. All on the history of the Hobbit speedrunning. Yeah. This is unlike anything I've watched before. This is on another level. Like, I feel like we're approaching the end of the Hobbit and its speedrun journey, but we're not even a quarter of the way fucking through it, it feels. Or it seems.
Maybe one day, like magic, Aceprune would upload another huge new skip, and Hyrule would be motivated again. But unfortunately, that day never came.
No!
The Flies and Spiders boss skip was the final Hobbit any % skip Aceprune has ever posted. And it seemed like the community might finally start to lose interest in the speedrun. Usually when a speedrunner performs serious attempts, they are laser-focused on their gameplay and tend to stay quiet during difficult. But in Hyrule's newest record, he was almost purely commentating, with little to no dead air. Hyrule explained almost everything in the run. The skips, the tricks, and his personal thoughts were all recorded in his best run. This was the record, and probably the first thing anyone interested in speedrunning The Hobbit would see. And rightfully, this run was viewed more than any other Hobbit speedrun at the time. Where runs would previously accumulate a few hundred views at best, this run would see thousands. And among those thousands were new speedrunners with the potential of closing the skill gap. But suddenly, and unprecedented in the Hobbit speedrunning history, the top times were getting within minutes, sometimes seconds of each other. The leaderboard was getting stacked, the competition was getting fierce, and the community was growing.
Nice.
A little bit of time lost there, I noticed. Yeah, oh my god.
Wow, wasted that time.
Oh my god. You fucking idiot. Oh! He's falling apart!
That's what I thought. Okay.
My boy!
It's probably the pressure.
Oh. Well, yep, there it goes. Now look what you fucking did. Maybe? Still a chance, imagine.
Your time has been saved for another day.
Ultimately, Silence Erupt missed out on the world record by 9 seconds.
Oh, wow, he got
Hyrule's
fucking smoked then. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
The uncontested world record holder would continue for at least a little longer.
I'm very scared.
Don't be scared, Hyrule. I'm from the future.
Feel safe.
I know what happens.
The nerves are getting to me. I can't think straight anymore.
Oh my god, he's blacking out. He needs water!
You see that? That's the shit right there.
That is the shit.
That is the shit.
That was some shit. And he keeps shitting. He's still shitting.
In there.
He's still shitting.
We fucking yes. 40-59. 40-59. Yes.
an astonishingly massive new world
Nice.
record, clocking in at 40 minutes and 58 seconds. The world record that was previously quite optimized now had over 2 minutes of free time save waiting for it. And obviously, Hyrule couldn't let that stand. So on April 25th, 2015,
He's just like a robot that powers on anytime someone posted a YouTube video
Bond and flies in spiders routes
related to The Hobbit.
by precisely avoiding
Leaderboard is
a cutscene
linked to
trigger,
awakening his
saving 10
cryo
seconds,
chamber.
and removing the last required
Yeah,
fight
pretty
from the
much.
speedrun. Hyrule learned of a different community breaking the game, the Minimums community, which
What?
focused on beating the game with certain restrictions. Someone named Samwise
What the
in
fuck
this
is the
community had
Minimums?
found a Flies and Spiders end trigger.
There's
that
different
was seemingly
tribes?
closer by, but unfortunately, Hyrule had finally completely lost his drive to do runs.
No!
Yet he was prideful and stubborn when it came to The Hobbit. This eventually caused friction between him and the community, and eventually, Hyrule decided to quit for real. The 3832 was the last time ever posted by Hyrule. Crixium would take the world record with a 37:57.
Can we give my man like a
breaking the
fucking Dazzle
38-minute
capture card or
barrier
something at
and
least?
dethroning
Jesus.
Hyrule, who had then held the world record for almost
Elgato
2.5
or anything.
years.
I could easily save like 20 seconds off any run just by updating the routing, but with the number of resets it would add on, it wouldn't really be fun anymore.
And that showed in his runs. Crix would sometimes not use the most up-to-date strategies, so he could
Or the
get
most
even more
up-to-date
runs
cameras.
going, and instead aim to optimize his time using just
Man,
the
even like a
strategies he
2016
believed in.
iPhone would be better.
And it worked. Quoting Crix from the time,
Man is recording
"Pretty
his
close to perfect.
dreams.
Not much to improve in this run. One that would drastically increase the quality of the Hobbit speedruns. Crix found out about capture cards.
Oh, that's big!
With Crix's pixel
Let's
count
go!
being exponentially higher than ever before, but there was nobody that could compete with his movement and execution.
Until now.
There was once again a
downloaded the
seemingly
game.
insurmountable skill gap between the world record holder and the rest. Someone named MDPie had joined the community,
Oh,
and he
no.
was dissecting the game on a technical
Oh,
level,
no.
unlike anyone before him. MDPie discovered how to abuse menu glitches. This
Oh, hey,
is
this is the one
undoubtedly
we were
the
gonna
most
try.
game-breaking discovery ever made in the Hobbit speedrunning history. By pressing R and A on the same frame when selecting Exit Game, an invisible, glitched copy of the game's start menu would be made. This copy of the menu had a very special property. It could store the end level event if you ended a level with the glitch active. From there, you could load back into an unexpected party, cause the menu glitch, then end the level. Now, the end level event is stored, and you can load back into your save of the level you came from. Then all that had to be done was to find a text box pop up in the level you are trying to skip, which started the stored end level event. And all of a sudden, you skipped the level. The majority of movement and cool tricks on the run were completely invalidated.
Yeah, menu
The run
stuff's
would
really
devolve
boring. It
into
really
just
is,
hitting these
unfortunately.
frame-perfect menu glitches. MDPie had found an insane tool for glitch hunting. It was a developer menu. This was a menu used by the developers to test the game,
Jesus
giving
Christ.
them access to tools no normal
Now
player
we're
should
in the
ever have,
mainframe.
like flying, visualizing triggers, showing invisible walls, and much, much more. MDPie was now able to glitch hunt much more effectively, and he would use it to
Man,
great success.
imagine being Ace Prune and
so
seeing
on
this.
October 13th, 2017,
Ace Prune was
MDPie
doing
found
it the
something
old-fashioned
major in
way.
a warm welcome.
There we go. Pretty sure that should work.
Oh!
Alright, cool. Nice.
Calm and collected.
This could
Oh,
be
okay.
a sub 34 if I get a really, really good Clouds Burst. No way! No way! It was! No way!
Pretty
No way.
good.
3359.
Is he just competing with himself, or is there someone like kind of close to him? I feel like this guy's just so
This is
far
somehow
ahead.
better.
Yeah, he's schmoving. Woo! Sub 33, not bad.
This was easily on pace to sub 30, yet there was still more time to save in the Clouds Burst. This time, it all came together, and Crix finished the Clouds Burst with a time of 28 minutes and 46
Oh,
seconds.
sub 30?
An amazing
Easy.
run with very few mistakes,
Jeez.
completely smashing the sub 30-minute mark. The Hobbit speedruns had evolved.
Tolkien's got
more
a
than
smile
anyone
on
would
his
have
face right
imagined.
now.
And finally, 2 months after the 2846, Crix got a run that seemed
God,
like
he's
it
still
was meant to be.
he's still doing
started
it.
off with a great beginning.
Jesus.
In his record, he had gotten this skip first try, but he had still saved before it. This time, there was no reason to save, as missing it once would cost Crix all the time he had gained. And because of that, Crix could also clip out of bounds earlier, not only potentially saving time on skipping a save point, but taking a shorter path.
Jesus,
altogether.
this route seems
It was time to
nuts.
execute the hardest trick in the game, one that had killed many
Holy
runs,
fuck.
but now on a run that was near perfect. With everything on the line, Crix went for it. He hit it. The run was now a massive 34 seconds ahead into the gathering of the clouds. This pace was insane. The final out of bounds to reach the final barrel where Crix had fallen once before.
How many hours of sleep do I get? It depends on the day. Tonight, not that much tonight because of this fucking video. It's so goddamn interesting. And it's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Ultimately setting a new world record of 28 minutes and 12 seconds.
This song is
truly an
hype
amazing
too.
time set by none
I
other
gotta
than the
stretch.
person who had been leading the community for the past 3 years. This was truly a level of optimization that the community had never seen before. And so,
Can we please
Crix got
finish
back
this
to doing
tonight?
some practice runs with
Bro,
the
we
hopes of getting
still have an hour and a half. It is 3 a.m. No. We will finish it either tomorrow or the next YouTube night. We are gonna finish this act, and then I'm going the fuck to bed. This has been like, I actually think this is around the same runtime as Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Where's the runtime? 2 hours and 58 minutes. It is just behind the actual runtime of the Lord of the Rings movie. One of them. I remember the third one's like 3 hours and some change. This video is
Perhaps it was
extremely
because
well
these were
done.
practice runs that Crix seemed
It's a
very
full
laid
lore
back.
dump
So laid
and
back
tells
that
a
one
full
run,
story.
Crix was non-stop chatting about the TV
Instead of just,
show,
like,
Stranger Things.
Random
And
facts.
in that run, it wouldn't be long until Crix got some well-deserved news. The Hobbit had been accepted into Summer Games Done
Let's
Quick
go!
2019. The speedrun this community had been working so hard to improve was going to get its chance to shine on the big stage on June 24th, 2019.
Oh, almost a modern
Crix got
day.
to show the Hobbit speedrun to the world. With a crowd behind him and tens of thousands of people watching live on Twitch, the spotlight was on him and the speedrun. And Crix brought some people along with him to help
He better got
explain the
world
speedrun
record.
in great detail.
There's a lot of really subtle movement that's going on here. The constant slash jumping, plus anytime he's going somewhat downhill, he long jumps.
Man, you know who fucking
Okay,
abandoned the Hobbit though? Simple Flips.
That jump looks really harmless.
He set a record one time. He's like,
He's
"Alright,
very
I'm good
fickle
here,
with the
guys."
movement.
Crix managed to get a time of 34 minutes and 6 seconds.
Not bad. That's respectable. It's not
This
great.
was solid for
In
a
fact, it's pretty
marathon
shitty.
run.
I take it back.
And
Horrible.
Crix undoubtedly
Horrible.
did the speedrun justice,
Not even sub 30.
who had been holding the record for over 4 years now.
Well, yeah, he's
But there was
breathing
someone new who
Hobbit.
showed promise. In June 2020, someone going by the name of Ice Bagel started uploading individual level runs
That
on
guy's a menace.
GameCube emulator. Not just any runs, but individual level world records. Well, the community soon found out. Ice Bagels wasn't a new runner at all.
It was Hyrule.
No. Ice Bagels was potentially one of the most experienced runners the game had seen so
Yeah.
far. Ice
He's
Bagels
back.
Was actually Hyrule, the previous world record
He's
holder
fucking
who quit
back!
5 years ago. But once Hyrule started setting competitive times and realized that he still had the potential to compete, he revealed himself.
Oh.
Ice Bagels was just a throwaway account, but Hyrule did actually change
like
his
that.
username over time.
Like some anime shit.
Hyrule now went by
M Karma. Yeah. I fucking wish I didn't spoil
The
that.
creator of this video,
Ugh.
MM Karma, and I was known as Hyrule. Sorry for hiding this from you so far.
Son of a
I thought
bitch.
the video
That would have been
would flow more
huge.
naturally this way. Anyway, I'll be referring to M Karma and Hyrule as myself in first person from now on. I was
Fuck.
going hard on
I should have
grinding
never
the
looked
game
at, tried to
and
find
individual level
iRule's
runs
channel.
were quite fun to do.
Fuck.
And provided great practice.
That would have been so big.
Combined with the